vehicles for the president, his deputy, and the chief justice will not fly their flag as in a way to honor the late retired President Emilio Mwai Kibaki. So we will replay you that press briefing given by the Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i on when the late retired Emilio Mwai Kibaki will be laid to rest. Now we're also keeping an eye on Mitihani House, where President Uhuru Kenyatta, where the KCSE 2021 exam results are set to be released any moment. The delay could have been occasioned by the Education Cabinet Secretary having to submit those results to President Uhuru Kenyatta earlier today, and the president received those results for the 2021 from his Education Cabinet Secretary, Professor George Magoha. President Kenyatta expressed confidence in the credibility of the national exams, which he says have shown tremendous progress in the day and sub-county schools. The president pointed out that more resources should be channeled to the sub-counties and day schools as they are a lesser burden to parents. Present at the meeting were Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i, who we just saw there at on the steps of Harambee House, Education Principal Secretary Dr. Julius Juan, Teachers Service Commission CEO Nancy Macharia, and the NEC Chairman John Onsati, as well as the Council's Chief Executive Officer David Njengere. So there you have it, pictures coming out of State House, Nairobi, where President Uhuru Kenyatta received the exam results, that is the KCSE 2021 exam results, and he's exhorted that more resources be channeled towards the sub-county schools as well as day schools. Now, free secondary education is the way that President Uhuru Kenyatta has progressed on the free primary education that was started by Emilio Mwai Kibaki. And so the release of the results coincides with the arrangements for the burial, the laying to rest of the late retired President Mwai Kibaki. I suppose some could argue it is fitting given his contribution to the education sector. We expect the Education Cabinet Secretary George Magoha to pay a tribute to the man and his contribution to the nation's education when he addresses the nation. He is about an hour late. He was expected to release those results at 11:30, but perhaps he was waiting for the Harambee House address given by his colleague Fred Matiang'i before he releases the results. Now, the big issue that's surrounded these exams is the integrity of the exams. Was there leakage? Was there exam cheating? We've seen President Uhuru Kenyatta I beg your pardon, when I read that story accompanied by his pictures, we saw that he said he had every confidence in the integrity of the exams. So those pictures on your screen are from earlier today, this morning, when the Education Cabinet Secretary George Magoha, as is the custom, first submitted those results to President Uhuru Kenyatta. You can see there his Interior Cabinet Secretary Fred Matiang'i was also present for that event. Matiang'i, of course, having contributed towards, or rather spearheaded the reforms as far as the integrity of exams is concerned. So fitting that he was also present for those for the submission of those exam results to the president. Even as the Interior Cabinet Secretary, he is perhaps partly responsible for ensuring the integrity of those exams. So there you have it. We have pictures from earlier today from State House, Nairobi, and alongside pictures coming out of Mitihani House. All right, so there we have it. Still keeping an eye on Mitihani House, but earlier, as